It's very obvious that all of these successful boycotts that have been happening recently with Bud Light, with Target, with all of the rest of them that have been very successful, and also all of these people on social media who are just standing up to the BS over and over again. People are just fed up with this. Everybody in everyday life, it's not even just people who are like you and like me who watch these videos, who make these videos, who are tired of this stuff. It's just everyone now is just tired of this BS. People who don't care about politics whatsoever, people who don't care about who the president of the United States is whatsoever, they're just tired of this BS being shoved down their throats. And it looks like the NHL, the National Hockey League, and mostly, I mean, it's the NHL players that really took the stand here, but the NHL is banning pride jerseys and other specialty uniforms. So no more pride jerseys, no more pride for the NHL, and the MLB is probably going to follow very soon because a lot of the MLB players out there are also very much against the pride stuff that has been going on. Even people getting sent down to the minor leagues because they're just saying that they disagree with the pride stuff, which is absolutely absurd. But as you can see on the screen right here, NHL bans pride jerseys and other specialty uniforms. Pride jerseys are a thing of the past, at least when it comes to seeing them on NHL ice surfaces. Special jerseys of any kind are no longer allowed to be worn by NHL teams during warmups. Commissioner Gary Bettman said today in an interview with Sportsnet's Elliot Friedman. I think personally, this is just me, speculating here. I think what's happening here is a lot of the players in the NHL, and we'll go over a different article in 1 second about that, but a lot of the NHL players took a stand against the pride merchandise, against the pride jerseys, and they said, yeah, we're going to remove the pride stuff, but at the same time, we also have to remove all of the other specialty uniforms, all of the other, you're not allowed to wear anything that promotes a certain cause anymore, because if we just ban the pride jerseys, which most likely caused all the controversy here, if we just ban the pride jerseys though, that's going to get a lot more backlash than if we just ban all causes across the board. So I think that the pride jersey sparked this whole thing. I mean, it's during Pride Month, we're right in the middle of Pride Month right now, so it's very obvious that it was about banning the pride jerseys more than anything else. And shout out to the NHL players for actually taking a stand here. Here is what they had to say. I've suggested that it would be appropriate for clubs not to change their jerseys and warmups because it's become a distraction and taking away from the fact that all of our clubs in some form or another host nights in honor of various groups or causes. We'd rather they continue to get the appropriate attention that they deserve and not be a distraction, Bettman said. All the efforts and emphasis on importance of these various causes have been undermined by the distraction in terms of which teams, which players. This way, we're keeping the focus on the game, and these specialty nights, we're all going to be focused on the cause. So that's all we ask, man. I mean, obviously, I want them to be banned permanently from every single sport, but really, people just want to watch sports, dude. I'm not a big NHL fan or anything. I'm more of like a football and baseball and basketball kind of guy, but I just want this to be the case in all sports, where I'm just able to watch sports without getting certain political causes, without getting certain social justice causes shoved down my throat. And it seems like that's so much to ask nowadays, but in reality, it's a very, very simple request. And it's not even just sports, dude. It's across the board. It's like Bud Light and like Target. I want to be able to shop at your store. I want to be able to drink your beer, consume your products without feeling like I'm consuming some morals and some principles that I just straight up don't agree with. Like, why does it have to come hand in hand with me drinking a beer, with me also supporting things that I just don't want to support? Just allow me, please, I'm begging you, just allow me to shop at your stores. Allow me to consume your product. Allow me to give you money without feeling like I'm supporting certain causes that I just don't support. Like, my morals and my ethics just don't agree with that. And I think a lot of these companies out there, like the MLB, like the NHL, banning these pride jerseys, I think a lot of these companies out there and a lot of these corporations are slowly but surely starting to realize that all they have to do is just shut up and give us good products and continue to just, not even good products, not even better products than they were giving us previously. Just stop pushing the social causes and they will continue to make money. They will continue to grow their business. But whenever you choose a side on these certain issues, whenever you do things like have pride jerseys, that's going to cause issues. That's going to cause you to lose money. That's going to stunt your growth because most people, including the players of the NHL, which is very obvious in this next article that we'll go over here, the players, the fans, nobody likes this stuff, dude. Like, nobody is in agreement that this should be the case. Let's check out this article, though. NHL banning cause-based jerseys next season. As you can see, player refusals overshadowed teams hosting Pride Nights, commissioner said. Player refusals. So shout out to the NHL players, man, for taking the stand. MLB players, like I said, are doing the same thing. The NHL actually listened to their players. The MLB is sending them down to the minor leagues, unless you're like an absolute superstar like Clayton Kershaw. But there's certain players that are getting sent down to the minor leagues because they're saying that we don't want to support this pride stuff. whereas the NHL is just banning the pride jerseys. Shout out to the NHL, man. Shout out to all the NHL players out there. NHL teams won't wear special jerseys for pregame warmups during theme nights next season, the result of a handful of players refusing to use rainbow-colored pride jerseys this past season and causing unwelcome distractions. So like I said, dude, it's the players. And it says a handful of players. I'm sure it was a lot more than a handful of players that were disagreeing with it, but I think only a handful of players actually refused to wear the rainbow-colored pride jerseys for the NHL. But I'm sure there's a ton of players behind the scenes like, man, I really don't want to wear this, probably complaining to the NHL offices saying, please stop making us wear this stuff. Like, I totally disagree with this, but I don't want to get caught up in controversy, so I'll just wear it anyway. Shout out to the handful of players, though, that actually did refuse to wear the rainbow-colored pride jerseys in the NHL, because you were the ones that really got the change made. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments about this whole situation. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I hope to see you in the next one.